What's up and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. My mic was muted for a second. Y'all almost got me. Man, I don't know why it's been doing that, but I'll be talking, and then you all are, can't hear you. What's up? Welcome. Energy exchange. Got a nice two-piece strikeouts, $100 flip. We'll find a way to flip, find a way to make some money today. I got all these all these tabs open. I was just making that's not what I wanted. I was just making my thumbnail for my pick of the day and I lost it. I swear I saved it. Let's see, in the Discord though, just posted what in the world is going on with my computer right now? Just posted I talked about using those boosts. There it goes. All right. Apparently I can't do two things at once. Let me get this out of here. Okay. Talked about using, when we get those random, at least I got it, but a lot of people in the Discord claimed, are saying they didn't get the boost. It's just like a random, I don't even know, 30% boost or something like that. But did one of those 4-leg wide receiver parlays that I was talking about. So pop that in the, I put that in the Discord. I'm gonna put it on Twitter too. But I plan on doing about 4 of them, 0.25 units, came up to like 11,000 for me. It would have won. It's going to win $3,000 for us. So getting excited for that. But where we at? All right, Aaron. Yeah. Big redemption day. Today was one of those days. Yesterday was one of those days where you're kind of just like, F baseball, forget it. I'm done. I'm never betting on this stupid sport again. I hate it. Like I'm going to go, slap a puppy, whatever. We had, come to find out, Severino didn't make the distance anyway, but the bet died with Corbin Burns because Craig Kimbrell is the worst pitcher in the league. And I guess there was some errors. So sure, that's fine. But Craig Kimbrell is quite possibly the worst closer known to man. Super frustrating. Like this dude's given up so many. This dude's killed so many of my slips. It's super frustrating. What else? Oh, Patrick Corbin Day. Patrick Corbin Day, honestly, is just no more. No more Patrick Corbin Day. I'm done with Patrick Corbin Day. The one time that I don't do first 5, the one time that I do not do first 5 team total, I do first 7 just because he's been pitching okay. They score 3 runs in the first inning, and then Patrick Corbin is elite for 5 innings. 6 innings. I think Patrick Corbin pitched in the 7th inning. He's elite for 6 innings after that. The man they went 3 up, 3 down for 5 straight innings. He retired 15 batters in a row. It's just we end up getting hooked after they scored 3 runs in the first inning. Not here to continue to talk about yesterday, but one of those days where it's I just forget this. But then Canadian football is not being very friendly either. So, we're kind of, anyway, here we are. Speaking of the Discord, real quick, link in the comments, live just on YouTube today. Link in the description. All caps Jort if you want to check it out. JORT. One of the guys in there had a plus 78,000 odds ticket. Had a 0.14% chance to hit. It was a 4-leg home run lotto. Man, it was crazy. $5 into 3,000 or something like that. Made people a lot of money in there. Obviously, that's not my style, but it's nice to have those types of people or whatever. That's a crazy ticket. But in the Discord, like I said, posted the 4-leg wide receiver little lotto that I had plus 11,000. Like I said, it's going to pay out $3,000 hopefully for us. That's the one where I talked about Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, just to go over 1,250 yards. There's one for 1,000, but it's just they're minus 400, minus 500s, and I'm not about that life to have an all year parlay. I also posted FanDuel had a 30% Olympics boost on FanDuel. Posted a play in that as well. A little chalky. I didn't want to mess with props. I'm kind of unfamiliar with props. I might end up doing just a little lotto for fun for that. But I went with like just money line, like this team to win or this team to win the first half and second half, whatever. Use that boost for it, that way. So I got a couple plays in there, posted on the Discord. But let's let me share the screen here. Trent, thoughts on Keon Coleman, 5+ touchdowns, plus 100. It seems so easy for as much as Allen extends plays for his receivers to make plays. That does seem pretty low, Trent. He's a good dude, apparently. Pretty fast, big guy. The Bills are going to struggle this year, I think, a lot. Is Gabe Davis still there? Diggs is gone. I feel like Gabe Davis left. But I mean, who's their number one? Keon maybe breaks out. That seems like a pretty good bet. Although, like for me, I think I've talked about it before. I'll keep talking as I pull this up. I think I've talked about it before. I'm not a big fan of future bets. If I'm gonna do a futures bet, I want the to win a couple $1,000. I want it to be a lotto type future bet. I don't want to really take a plus 100 future bet. It's just not like I could take a plus 100 in any other bet for the day and have that finish up today kind of thing. Versus waiting. I mean, it could be, 5 weeks. It could be, he could have a touchdown a week. It could be 4 weeks and he has, 2 and 1 or something like that, but that's a pretty good bet. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Davis is in Jacksonville. So yeah, man, I don't even know what their wide receiver crew really is going to look like. I can't wait just to talk football all the time. Shakir. I like Shakir a lot. Oh, they got Curtis Samuel. Mac Hollins. That dude's from the CFL, I think. Right? Pretty sure that guy's from the CFL, Canadian Football League. Yeah. I mean, they're tight ends. Kincaid and Knox is super solid. Josh Allen gonna have to be having a lot of rushing touchdowns. All right. Anyway, Chuck, we got Kyle Freeland, Hendricks, Nasty Nestor. Kyle Freeland has been pitching like outside of his mind. I don't know what to do with that. Speaking of Chuck always asks about the money line parlays. I think there's some pretty good options for it today. Daniel, the CFL has been kicking my butt betting, though. I watched the game last night. It's kind of frustrating. I think the Orioles, probably a pretty good leg going against this Adam Mazur. Dude's really struggled. Orioles hitting righties, halfway decent. I feel that the Brewers is probably a pretty good look. I think Brady Singer minus 148. I feel like that's incredible value. I think that you could take this because that money line's so low, give the Royals a plus 1.5 kind of thing. So anyhow, I like the Orioles, like the Brewers, like the Royals. Royals at plus 1.5 at minus 250. I feel like it's a fantastic leg. Nice little like juice reducer if that was needed throughout the day or something like that. But yeah, Orioles, Brewers, both going to be pretty good looks. I think the Royals are going to be in for a good game. I have a way. I'm going to be on a play for that though. Royals going to be a good look here, but I got to fade the pitcher in that one. Derrick Henry 10 touchdowns away from 100 all-time rushing touchdowns, sitting at minus 185. That's gross. That's disgusting for a future, to be honest. I mean, look, Lamar Jackson, like they got a lot of mouths to feed. Is J.K. Dobbins around still? They got a lot of mouths to feed there. Okay, anyway, let's get into it. I've already lost people, so let's get into it. We've been talking for 10 minutes about nothing. Okay, so I feel that I got a couple weird plays for you guys today. um, I think that Royals money line, Trevor Rogers not to get a win. That's a pretty good look too, Chuck. Look, I got Christopher Sanchez on here just to kind of talk about because I'm working on a Twitter collab. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter because that's gonna probably be my leg. I was trying to find my. There it is. Right? Oh, it's small, but right there on Twitter at Live Joe Bets. If you're here for the first time, you're not coming from Twitter already. Let's see. Let's get Outlier pulled up. I was gonna say something else. There was something else that I was thinking. There's not a lot of like great juiced type legs, like to where like, oh, like I definitely want to play this guy because of this. And it's like, let's find a way to get a juice reducer. Let's find a way to make sure we utilize, this person or whatever. There's not really any of those lines. DraftKings has a draft. I thought I saw some. Oh yeah, like Kyle Freeland hits allowed over 5.5 at -170. I think that's a good look. They just seen him recently, and he only had like 5 hits. Fading this Adam Mazur guy. Fading Trevor Rogers. There's gonna be some spots here, but anyway, DraftKings has for promos today. They have the stepped up parlay that they do. Let's see. Yeah, stepped up. I got soccer, some UFC. I'm not gonna mess with. I'll save that for my boy. I hear the UFC card tomorrow is supposed to be pretty good. The for Feezy. I think I saw like I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna honestly I don't even really follow it like that. But he had there's some dudes. What Tom Aspinall like that looked familiar. Curtis Blades or whatever. There's just some names that I recognize. Patty's fighting tomorrow, so I'm not a big UFC guy. I'm really not. Like that's just one thing that like my quote unquote friends group and stuff, like get together, watch the fights and everything. And it's like I'll know a guy because I followed him with like from Feezy or something like that. But I couldn't tell you who's a good striker or wrestler or stuff like that. It's just not something I'm really overly passionate about. But anyway, this stepped up parlay, I think there's some pretty good spots here. In the Discord, I'll probably come in with kind of a juiced type parlay. There was something I can't I'm like sitting here trying to remember what it was. There was somebody to not get a certain amount of strikeouts today that I thought I really liked, and it was like -170, and I was like, that's not good enough. I'm not gonna play it. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was. So I guess it wasn't that important. All right, let's keep going. Quickly here, just to talk about Christopher Sanchez. Honestly, I wish he was a righty because right-handed pitchers were or have been just really dominating the Guardians. Geez, Ben Lively's got a good line there, huh? This is the first time I looked at this. How often they're going over. I don't think I trust him against Philly though. I think like Gavin Stone, the Dodgers threw a ton of pitchers yesterday, and I almost was like, oh, like let's lock in with like Gavin Stone because like the bullpen's banged up, but like this dude's like been under like 3 or 4 games in a row and just been getting killed. So anyway, just real quick, super quick. At home, this guy's been fantastic on the year. I mean, that's not why I like it, but it's nice to see this. He's over a 9 of 10. He's over in 9 straight games. Of those 9, he's gone and pitched into the 7th 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So more than half of the times that he's gone over, he's pitched into the 7th inning. He's going against a Guardians team who on the year has hit lefties well, but more recently here they've really struggled. They've got the 22nd lowest batting average, and they don't see a whole lot of pitches generally. So I can see him going deep into this game unless he gets like blown up. As you know, he's over in 10 and 19. That's a 53%. Not great, but I mean he's right there a lot of times against Pittsburgh. He gave up a solo home run, he gave up a single, and then a double, and then he gave up 2 runs in that sixth inning, and he just kind of tripped at the finish line, so to speak. So I mean, really would have been on like a 2 game little streak here, whatever. But they haven't seen him before, which is always a good thing. There's he's gonna have that edge as they don't know what his stuff looks like. So good, pretty good spot here in my opinion. You got a lot of guys against a lefty. Naylor's batting 170, Hedges 184, other Naylors 213, 162, 161, 188. Some of these guys. Kwan's batting 383, but Kwan's a beast. Jose Ramirez is solid too. As a switch hitter, 370. But outside of that, I feel like it's gonna be a pretty good look. But let's move on from that though, because that's probably just going to be a leg in a collab that I'm doing, somebody that I've familiar with in the past. Let's go ahead and let's look at Nestor Cortez here real quick. I think that I think there's an overreaction to his away and home splits. He is trying to think here. I think if I go to just to try to show you what like people are seeing. Mr. Cortez. Man, he's 1-4 in his last 7 games. Splits. Okay. So this opened at 16 and a half, moved up to 17 and a half, and has been like crashing down to 15 and a half. Like everybody and their mother is on the under. Everybody's on the under because Nestor Cortez away is not good. Everybody is talking about the under because Nestor Cortez is not good. I feel like the last time that happened, dude flew over. But I mean, for good reason. He's got a 2.48 ERA at home compared to a 6.04 away ERA. He's 0-5 away, 4-4 in home games. That's 10 starts and 11 starts, so pretty even. So he's got nearly a 4 ERA higher away than he does at home. He's got a 1.54 whip out away and a 0.88 whip at home. So Nestor Cortez has not been good away. Nestor Cortez has not been very good away. I'm telling you guys, everybody is talking about this man going under. And this isn't a spot for me to like fade the public because I think it's cool. This is a spot where I think Nestor Cortez deserves more respect at a 15 and a half line. I think that is nuts, to be completely honest. I think it's crazy. It should be at 17 and a half, and it should be juiced. Sure, it should be juiced to the under at 17 and a half, minus 180 or something like that. Probably, not playable straight. Maybe a plus 125 at plus 17 and a half, minus 180, juiced to the under. But in fact, we've got it juiced minus 125 over 15 and a half. I just think that is one of these lines where the books are overreacting to the books and the public are overreacting to how bad he is away. But you look versus Boston, he just faced Boston 21 days ago and he went 18 outs. Within that 18 outs, he threw 97 pitches. It was a 5-3 game. Let me actually just pull his stats up from that game. We can talk about that real fast. He went 6 full innings, gave up just 3 hits, 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. It was quite possibly his second highest strikeout total on the year. Gave up, like I said, just 1 run, 1 walk, 3 hits. He went 18 out, 18 outs, a full 6th inning. We need him to pitch in the 6th inning. We need him to get 1 run. That's it. That's all we need. We can see in his on the year here, he's over this in 62% of his games. In the last 10, he's over in 60%. In away games on the year, sure, he's under in 4 of his last 10. He's under against the Rays, the Blue Jays, San Francisco, so on and so forth. Let me see something. I'm trying to remember. There was a point I wanted to make at some point, and I don't remember fully what it was. But look, Wong bats 167, Devers 214. O'Neill hasn't got a hit on him. Rafaela hasn't got a hit on him. Yoshida no hit. Duran's just got 1 hit on him. These guys, Ref Snyder, has hit him pretty well. That's the only guy. These guys have not had a lot of success with them. It's the Yankees versus the Red Sox. Brian Bayo is pitching, which I don't have a lot of respect for Brian Bayo. I think the Yankees are going to tear Brian Bayo up. I think Nestor Cortez is going to have cushion. He's going to have cushion. They're going to let him go. If he gets in trouble, they may still let him go because the Yankees, I think, are going to be up. I was wanting to see the bullpen, fresh bullpen, but the last 3 days they have thrown a decent amount of people, so it doesn't hurt to keep them a little healthy. So first play, it's going to be over 15.5. I don't know. Chuck earlier mentioned that there's Freeland, Hendricks, and Nestor's pitching today. I sure that was probably within the idea of fading him and not backing him, but I think it's a good spot for us on the over 15.5 here. And then in the last 30 days versus a lefty, the Red Sox have not been able to hit lefties that well. 24th lowest batting average out of 30, 27th lowest on base percentage out of 30. They've got a pretty high K rate, in some of these spots too. I mean, a crazy K rate, honestly. 30, 21, 36, 24, 34. I mean, I'm not going to read it all, but there's a lot of 30% K rates against a left-handed pitcher. Nestor Cortez has got some good stuff. I think it's an awesome fade. I think it's a disrespectful line too. Like I said, where the hell is it at? Am I crazy? There it is. I just wanted to see what it was over here. Yeah, good. Look, I'll buy that juice minus 125, 1.25 units instead of playing the over 16.5. The over 16.5 is not a bad look either, obviously, but 15.5, that's money. We're definitely going to lock that in 1.25 units. Kodai Senga pitches today too, by the way. I've seen his name. Excited to back him. That might be the second leg to that collab that I was thinking about. That's probably what it's going to be. Kodai Senga, I think, is going to be a good look. We're thinking like 5Ks and then Sanchez to get that that collab. Christopher Sanchez and Kodai Senga for 5Ks. His line's at 5.5. The hell? Oh, 6.5. On FanDuel, it's at 5.5, like heavily juiced. So I think we were thinking for the collab to do this. Senga versus the Braves, I mean, could be like a solid spot. His strikeouts moved. That's still not bad. We just need him to get 5. Trent, I mean, that's the fear. I haven't really seen anything about like what his pitch count's going to look like, but the Braves have been struggling, and Senga's a pretty good strikeout pitcher. So there's certainly going to be risk with that. He was talking about like in J-Ram for a hit, but then we can't same game parlay that. I haven't seen. I don't know if any of you guys have seen anything about a pitch count or anything like that. Oh, see here, the Mets are expecting to get about 5 innings, 85 pitches out of Senga. And his due on Friday, the right-hander built up to 79 pitches in his final rehab start for AAA Syracuse. So an 85 pitch workload may even be a conservative estimate. So as in like he could throw high. So I mean, if we can get him, look, if he goes 5 innings, throws 80 pitches, fuck Tyler Glasnow, man, that dude's garbage. I like that. I like what I see there. I like what I read. They're thinking he's going to go 85 pitches, about 5 innings. We need to average one pitch an inning, less than one pitch an inning. Actually, we have a one pitch, comfort zone there. I think that's a good look. Like I said, follow me on Twitter. We'll talk about that more. Let's continue to talk about the podcast plays here. Let's see. Drew Thorpe over 17 and a half outs going against the Mariners. So I don't know if Rosarina is going to be playing today. Y'all see Rosarina went to the Mariners. That was surprising to wake up to see that the news dropped, like overnight. We've been on Drew Thorpe. We've backed Drew Thorpe. He's over in 5 straight. I mean, look at this graph. Perfect. Look at all that green. At home, he's pitched twice at home. He's gone 6 full innings twice against the Twins and against the Rockies. The Twins are a pretty damn good hitting team. He's went full 6 innings against the Royals, damn good hitting team. Twins, damn good hitting team. Marlins, Colorado, Detroit. Pretty mid all the way across the board there. But he's been pretty dang good. However, yeah, he only went 15 against the Mariners in his first ever start. Pretty sure he's a rookie. First ever start. He went 15. He threw 98 pitches, so he wasn't, overly effective. That was away. We get him at home where he's been solid. The guy's throwing constantly, in the high 80s or 90s or something like that. But even against the Twins, he threw 76 pitches in a full 6 outs. I mean, that's super solid. You look at the Mariners against right-handed pitchers in the last 30 days, they're dead last in batting average. And, across the board, they're pretty low in just about everything. On the year, 29th last and low in just about everything. Robert, it's a good line. I just don't need it in anything today. Everything that I'm playing is going to be like playable straight. I don't have any like juiced plays. So Rogers not going to win is definitely going to be a good play. I just don't need it for anything today. First play was Nestor Cortez over 15 and a half outs if you missed it. The second play for us, though, is going to be Drew Thorpe over the 17 and a half outs. That'd be a 1.15 to get our 1 unit back. Like I said, he's over this in 5 straight starts. He's over in both of his home starts. Going against a team who does not hit right-handed pitching, I mean, just well at all. Dead last in the last 30 days. Let's see. Mariners bullpen. What's going on with the Mariners bullpen here? Oh, it's not the Mariners. We want to know the White Sox. So the White Sox threw 3 guys. Yesterday I threw 3 guys on Wednesday. So I mean, like, they're pretty okay. I mean, I'm sure those guys are probably still going to be available. So nothing crazy with the bullpen. They're not fresh, that's for sure. So I mean, that's certainly something to think about. Just a little extra thing for us. It's nice to know that they're not fresh. They did throw. They didn't have a day off yesterday. So I think it's a good spot, man. The White Sox don't have any reason to not to like pull a pitcher early at this point. The White Sox are on pace to lose like 120 games or something like that this year. So look, like, I know this team, that's gonna, that's a white World Series patch, 05. I remember Bobby Jenks closing that game out, the closer for the White Sox back in the day. I didn't really pay a lot of attention to it because it was football season, but my young self saw a World Series and didn't honestly appreciate it at the time. Man, I don't know, I wasn't, I was 15 then. Yeah, I was 15. But one day the Vikings will win a Super Bowl or something. Notre Dame win a championship. Marcus, I did too. I maxed it out too. All right, so those are the two plays. Third play, Kyle Hendricks, under 15 and a half outs, minus 110 be 1.1 units. Reminder, anybody that's in the Discord, official Discord plays, I post to the Discord with the @notify. I have a write-up. I say how many units to put on it, everything like that. This is a daily show. Well, Monday through Friday, weekdaily show that I do to continue to grow myself, to continue to bring new things and different things to the Discord, and everything like that. So there are times where we're talking about this, this Olympic play. Obviously that's Discord exclusive, builders, stuff like that, Discord exclusive. Honestly, I really like these three plays. These very well may all be Discord plays. Not every day is like that though, obviously. So those people that are subscribed, 26 people watching right now. First off, before we even get into the full third play, do me a favor, make sure you like this video. If you're watching on a recorded version, do me a favor and comment on this dang video. Try to get me in that algorithm. Trying to find that video where I just like kind of get blown up and I get recognized and I get more and more people watching, partnerships or whatever. Speaking of partnerships, I do have a little something coming. Nothing crazy. I mean, you guys will know who it is, but I'll need some help promoting that. Downloading an app for free, stuff like that when the time comes. I think next week I'm supposed to be getting a contract for that. Kyle Hendricks under 15 and a half outs. Kyle Hendricks, one of the worst pitchers in the league. Not the same Kyle Hendricks from the World Series that everybody is so fond of. All these Cubs fans are so fond of. Him to not going to win is another pretty good play at minus 390. I miss doing like Robert, I actually just answered that. But yeah, maybe they might be. This, if you're in the Discord, it's an additional something that you can get if you want there's some people, I treat the Discord, there's 10, 12 cappers, whatever in there. My channel is my own little slice. Like I've had, I don't even know, 700-800 people that have joined, because of me, that follow me in particular. So I post, some people want that extra content because they might only follow me. Of the like 8,000 people that are in the Discord, there's a certain amount of people that do just follow my plays. So sometimes they want some extra juice so they could take the plays on here, but those aren't the plays that are going to be tracked. When I say I'm up 20 units or 120 units on the year, those are the official plays where I have a write up and I say, this is how much you bet, whatever. So they might be, they might not be. Anyway, I was going to say, I do miss doing like little builder type plays sometimes, but I feel like a Kyle Hendricks to not get a win, a Trevor Rogers to not get a win, stuff like that. Like those got to be solid builder plays. I just haven't needed to do that stuff because I have these straight plays. Like if all three of these plays make the Discord and I do the collab, that's 4 units. And then I got 1 unit out on the Olympics tomorrow. Like I don't usually have more than 3 units out at a time. I used to like a month ago, I was like, oh, I'll do 5 units, 6 units, something like that. And then, that's when you get cooked and, whatever. If I've been giving out 2, 3 plays a day and then just those, it's working, giving out the best. Anyway, Kyle Hendricks, worst pitcher in the league. I think you could get away if you wanted to do like the Royals over first 5 team total over 2.5. Those bets are just not working for me right now. Look, asking a team to score a certain amount of runs is just not, it's not doing it for me. So we're going to go with Hendricks to not make it to the 6th inning is what we're betting on. As you can see this year, he's under this in 10 of 13 starts. He's only gone over this 3 times. The 3 people he went over was the Giants twice and the Cardinals 1 time. Um, I don't have it in front of me, but while I was researching on it, the Cardinals and the Giants historically, like the player performance against Kyle Hendricks, not good. They're batting like 200, sub 200 against them. Like these are guys that just don't hit him very well. Away, he's under this in 5 of 7 starts. But we go, to look at it, further or whatever. He's going against the Royals. Bobby Witt is the dude's the greatest hitter of the year, right? Bobby Witt is absolutely fantastic. He's killing it. In the last 30 days, the Royals are the second best hitting batting average wise against right-handed pitchers. Top 5 in the majority of these categories, top 6 in on base percentage, top 5 OPS. On the year, they've got the 10th best batting average in the league. The Royals at home, well, while I'm here, the Cubs had a day off yesterday. So the bullpen's fresh. There's no use for him to be pushed deep. They got a fresh bullpen. Any sign of trouble, I think that we have the potential for them to yank him and get him out of there. The Royals at home are the number 1 scoring team in the league. 288 runs scored so far this year at home. Batting average wise, they have the highest batting average at 271. Home run wise, look, they've got a big ass ballpark. There's not a lot of home runs there. They're not going to have that many home runs. They are an extremely good hitting team at home. Kyle Hendricks struggles away. I don't think I've looked before. This website doesn't show. If I'm not mistaken, I keep going the wrong. The Royals see a lot of pitches too, which means that they're going to run the count up. Let's see. Team walks of the Royals. Wow, the Royals actually don't walk a lot, but it's because they hit the hell out of the ball. So anyway, I think the Royals are going to kill him. You look at, history against Kyle Hendricks. Frazier bats 464. Salvi, hasn't been very good against them. Massey, I think he's out still. Bobby Witt, has got a hit, 1 for 3. Renfro's got 3 hits and 10. They're a younger team. Pasquantino hasn't faced them. Garcia, Lofton, Furman. A lot of these guys actually haven't seen him before, but the advantage I don't think goes to Kyle Hendricks. I think they're going to smash this dude. And as long as, and you look too, I mean, like he went under 15 and 84 pitches, 43 pitches, 68 pitches, 89, and pitch count was up high, 56, 78, 83, 83. Like they just got to get his pitch count somewhat high. There's a fresh bullpen behind them. I think we're going to be looking good. So that's all I got for you guys. Today got a little longer. I like to try to keep this under 40. We're at 38. I honestly would like to keep it about 35. So it's not so long. It's for the people watching like on the recorded version, it's not so long either. But before I do the recap, now's the time. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, go ahead and pop it in the chat so I can answer those for you. If not, recap, we're going to go with Nestor Cortez over 15 and a half outs. We're going to go with Drew Thorpe over 17 and a half outs. And we'll do Kyle Hendricks under 13 and a half outs for the 3 plays from the podcast today. The 3 official plays. Like I said, if you're in the Discord, I got to get the pick of the day posted. I'm 3-0. We're looking to go 4-0 on the pick of the day today. And then I'll get some plays posted and everything like that. I wanted to see, they don't even have that Adam dude on there. But if anybody doesn't, there it goes. That was weird. I'm like losing connection or something. The Mets, I think with Kodai Senga has a pretty good chance to win. Yeah. But yeah, money lines just aren't it right now. If I was going to pick two money lines, I'd probably go with the Orioles and the Brewers. Bro, yeah, for some reason I got the like bad connection logo popping up on this, what I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and just close it out. Appreciate you guys. And I will busy weekend. So no additional shows on Saturday or Sunday. Follow me on Twitter if I were to drop, any extra plays or anything like that on there. And I will see you guys more than likely back on Monday.